How's it going, dive buddies? In this quick scuba tip, I'm going to show you the simple way to attach bolt snaps to your hoses and to your dive accessories. Let's check it out. Alright, so let's jump right into this. For equipment, we're going to need a pair of scissors, we're going to need a lighter, of course we're going to need some form of cord to be able to tie the bolt snaps to the equipment. I happen to have this super bright pink cord that's going to stand out nice and bright. If you don't happen to have anything like this floating around, I know some people in a quick fix will even trim just a little bit off of a reel that they have floating around. We don't need a whole lot, so it's not going to cut into the length of your line too much. And of course, finally, we're going to need some bolt snaps. I have a few different sizes here, so depending on what kind of equipment you're attaching to can dictate the kind of bolt snaps that you might need. Your dive shop can help you probably pick out what sizes are best for the equipment that you need. So let's start with our alternate air source here and begin by snipping about 1.5 feet to about 2 foot length of line. Once you've done that, fold it in half and create kind of a U shape, and we're going to loop that through the bolt snap and kind of feed the line through, so we've got kind of a looped noose or a loop on the bolt snap. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lay out the kind of noosed or looped bolt snap underneath the hose, and we're going to start looping those two strands over the hose and through the bolt snap. And we're going to do that a couple times. We're going to loop it through the bolt snap, around the hose, through the bolt snap again, around the hose. We'll do that maybe twice. And I like to make sure that as I'm doing this, I'm kind of keeping the lines kind of parallel to each other. It makes it look a little prettier, it makes that kind of the final tying process a little easier, and it makes it nicer to look at the end. So once you've looped those two strands through the loop and around the hose maybe twice, what we're going to do is we're going to come around that third time around the hose, but instead of going through the loop and through the loop of the bolt snap, we're going to go around the sides, like here, like you can see. And we're going to tie the two strands together on the opposite side of the bolt snap. We're going to tie a little knot here. And then we're going to bring the two strands back around to the other side of the bolt snap, and we're going to tie a knot on that end as well. Once you've tied kind of both ends, you can snip the excess line. And this is where the lighter comes in. Now, just so you know, when we're melting the ends of the line here, we're not just melting the ends to keep the ends from fraying. We're actually melting it right down to the knot, and we're going to squish that melted line right into each other to keep the entire knot from coming undone. So make sure you burn the line right down to the knot, you squish that in real good so that the knot isn't going to come undone at all. And the same thing applies for your small accessories like your small lights. Make sure you snip about 1.5 feet, 2 foot length of line, loop it through the bolt snap so you've got yourself kind of a looped bolt snap like this. Then you're going to loop it through the end of the light or whatever kind of connector the light has. In this particular case, we've got a smaller hole, so we'll probably only be able to loop this once, if we're lucky maybe twice. And then the same thing applies, tie the knot on one end, flip it around, tie the knot on the other end, snip the edges, then grab the lighter and melt the ends right down to the knot. Make sure you melt it all together, squish it in, and then you've got yourself a bolt snap attached to the end of your light so you can clip it wherever you want. And there you have it, guys, a super simple, easy way to attach bolt snaps to your dive accessories, to your lights, to your hoses, whatever you might want to attach a bolt snap to. That is the easiest way, the best way, in my opinion, to tie them together. If you've got any questions, make sure you leave us a comment in the comment section below. We'll be more than happy to help you out. As always, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and happy diving.